Have you ever imagined what life would be like due to the lack of electricity in this modern age? In today's video, we are introducing you to a location, Ethiopia, which has the second largest energy access deficit in Sub-Saharan Africa and the Third World, where nearly 70% of the population lacks access to modern electricity. Since the outages also have an impact on fundamental services, it is estimated that just 24% of primary schools and 30% of medical centers have access to electricity. This disparity between the vast natural resources and unfulfilled needs highlights the need for a bold and innovative strategy, since Ethiopia has enormous untapped energy resources but still has just 30% electricity available. And finally, the Ethiopian government has launched an aggressive plan to deliver power to all citizens, and the World Bank decided to boost the efforts of the Ethiopian government. So in this video, we will discuss how the Ethiopian government decided to resolve this complex issue and what they plan for overcoming the lack of electricity in the region. The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, which was previously named the Millennium Dam, is being built on the Blue Nile River in the Benishangul Gumuz region of Ethiopia. It is located nearly 40 kilometers east of Sudan. The location of the dam was discovered between 1956 and 1964 during a survey of the Blue Nile River by the U.S. Bureau of Reclamation. And finally, after a few decades, 2 site surveys were conducted along with the design being finalized in 2009 and 2010. When the project was started, the Ethiopian government kept the planning phase of the Renaissance Dam project a secret until 1 month before the foundation stone was laid. Moreover, the planning phase of this project was carried out under the title of Project X, and later it was modified to Millennial Dam, and finally to its current name, the Grand Renaissance Dam. To overcome the scarcity of modern electricity and improve the standards of living of the citizens, the Ethiopian government has launched an aggressive plan to deliver electropower, which will include on-grid and off-grid electrification that is supported by state-of-the-art technologies. Unfortunately for this major developmental step of Ethiopia, the World Bank is boosting its efforts through the $375 million Ethiopian Electrification Program, which focuses on last-mile interconnections as well as sector capacity development and institutional reform. And hence, through this strategy, which is the largest electrification project that the World Bank has ever undertaken in Africa, 1 million Ethiopian families will benefit directly from this program. Moreover, the construction of this dam was expected to create up to 12,000 jobs, and approximately 20,000 people will be resettled during the course of the project. Moreover, this reservoir and dam will benefit Ethiopia significantly, as also Egypt and Sudan. As Egypt has had primary ownership of the Nile River's waters for a long time, Egypt gets 90% of its water from the Nile. In January 2012, a tripartite committee was created to foster understanding and analyze the advantages and drawbacks of the action plan for these 3 nations. The Grand Renaissance Dam, which is located in the Benishangul Gumuz region of Ethiopia, about 40 kilometers east of the border with Sudan, is designed so that it will be 145 meters tall and 1,780 meters long, and the reservoir will have a surface area of 1,680 square meters at full supply level and will be constructed in central part between the left and right banks. The gated spillways with 6 radial gates will be installed on the left side of the dam, and each gate will be able to release 2,450 cumecs of water at the maximum flood level. In addition to the main dam, a saddle dam will be constructed 4,800 meters long and 45 meters high in order to provide support to the main dam. It will consist of an emergency side spillway that will allow water to be discharged straight into the Rosaries Reservoir. Moreover, the 2 outdoor power plants will be installed on each bank. of the river and would supply a capacity of 3,750 megawatt and 2,250 megawatt respectively. In addition, a 500 kilovolt switchyard will also be installed to transmit the power from the power plants to the grid. The Grand Renaissance Dam is expected to generate more than 5,000 megawatts of electricity, which would double the electricity output of the nation when it's fully completed. In addition, the Ethiopian government is satisfied that this project will reshape the economy, which has been severely damaged by the drought and war. The dam is also expected to minimize the adverse effects of frequent floods on agricultural and economically significant infrastructure in Sudan, and thus flood damage risk will be avoided in other cities like Dongola as well, which is located far north of Khartoum that experiences recurrent and devastating floods. Moreover, the dam will be able to withstand a flood of 19,370 cubic meters per second that led to reduce the alluvium in Sudan by 100 million cubic meters. In addition, this dam enables the irrigation of approximately 500,000 hectares of fresh agricultural area. And in addition to Ethiopia, it will prevent floods by roughly 40 kilometers in Sudan as well. The The regulated flow of water from the Renaissance Dam will improve agriculture and minimize the evaporation from the dam as compared to the other dams in Ethiopia, which will lead to improved water conservation. The Grand Renaissance Dam will boost the energy potential of Ethiopia substantially. The Ethiopian economy is expected to grow at a 1.5% annual pace as a result of the operation of this project. This dam-induced economic growth of Ethiopia that is anchored mainly on the tremendous improvements in energy supply, which in turn increases efficiency, capacity utilization, and productivity for the energy-constrained economy. It will store 74 BMC, which will be a resource during the drought years for the three nations that are Egypt, Sudan, and Ethiopia. It will minimize the adverse effects of climate change, such as frequent flooding as well, and additionally, which allows the downstream nations for the better management of their reservoirs. The Grand Renaissance Dam will create a regulated flow in the Blue Nile River and the main Nile River, and will offer as a result a more stable flow over the whole year for irrigated agriculture and hydropower production in Sudan and Egypt. This would ensure a more continuous irrigation water supply increased by 5%, and improved water use efficiency increased by 5%, and improved water use efficiency than is the case without the GERD, resulting in a 5% improvement in irrigation efficiency in Egypt and Sudan. Since it will manage the Blue Nile flows, it will surely sustain the flows that arrive at the High Aswan Dam of Egypt, and the risk of overtopping the High Aswan Dam will be removed. Moreover, the average annual evaporation losses of the High Aswan Dam will be much decreased with the upstream of the Grand Renaissance Dam, and thus a longer time of navigation on the Nile River will be feasible due to controlled and enhanced flows. In addition, when the dam is complete, it will reduce the capacity of the Aswan High Dam, which will help save about 6 billion cumecs of water. Moreover, the dam will also be served as a bridge across the Blue Nile. That was all for today's video. We hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section. Moreover, if you are new and haven't subscribed to the channel yet, remember to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you won't miss any useful and informative daily videos. Thank you for watching, and best of luck.